chat about flow to the cup, then I come see me. Ain't no magic on the mic, good thing.
Welcome back to another episode from Prem Pods. Today we're looking at the next fixtures in the game week. We've missed a few game weeks, but we're back again. We have to try to keep consistent. And
break.
yeah, I don't even think. Well, I think what we'll do is after these fixtures, we'll count up the points because then we'll be like 9 games through, right? This is like game week 9.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe after the next week or the week after, we'll count up and see where we are in the leaderboard versus me and you. But without anything further from me, what is the first game week or first game?
Massive game. Merseyside derby, Anfield, 12:30 Saturday afternoon, and we're gonna smash Everton.
You think you're gonna smash them?
That, yeah. I mean, Everton we know that Everton are gonna come out and probably put their best performance on of the season so far. They got a good result against Bournemouth. Finally got off the mark, got a win.
Finally, yeah.
So they'll be buzzing with that. But I just think they're going to get slapped straight back down to earth. Straight back into the bottom 3, if that is even possible. I think, well, they're close enough to the bottom 3 anyway, innit? So
closer than they should be.
Way closer than they should be. So I think we're just going to slap them straight back down there. No apologies. I'm thinking a dominant performance. But like I say, Everton do like to play their best game of the season against us. But normally at Goodison.
Yeah, normally at Goodison.
Yeah, they can't really get away with getting destroyed by us at Goodison. But at Anfield, it's going to be interesting actually as well because of the international break. What players are going to be like coming back from that. And it's not a great first game to come back in. It's not like an easy fixture or anything like that. Although I'm saying it is.
Against their 11 it is, but not the fans and the club.
On paper it is, but in practice it's not at all. I'm going to go 3-1 just because of our consistency and of going behind and then somehow managing to turn games around. And 3-1 seems to be quite a common score from us so far this season. So yeah, I think
3-1.
I wouldn't be surprised if we went 1-0 down. I also wouldn't be worried.
I wouldn't be worried. But my prediction for this game is quite funny actually.
There we go.
It's not an Everton win. It's not an Everton win, but it is a 2-2 draw.
Oh, I don't want to hear that.
Do love a draw against Everton, and it will get scrappy. It's 12:30 kickoff. The Aka killer. It's bound. Something's bound to go wrong in it. I wouldn't want to be playing the first game after the international break at 12:30 in it, no matter who the game is.
It's true. It is true.
Because look at your team and look at Everton's team. How many people in Everton's team have gone off to international duty? Probably quite a few because they're in the Premier.
Quite a few, I'd imagine.
But not more than you.
Yeah, probably.
And not played the level to that you lot have played at. Do you get what I mean? So, if you're playing even if you're coming back after international break and you're playing a Luton or you're playing a Brentford or Burnley, it's a hard game because they've
more worried to play against them. I think.
More worried against them.
Yeah. I think as well because we're at home. The onus is fully on us. We have to be dominant. We have to put in a good performance. We have to shake off any cobwebs from the international break and from the Brighton. It was the Brighton game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So from that as well, shrug them off. It is a big game. It always is. Liverpool-Everton, it was a massive game. No denying it whatsoever. And they should know that, innit? And they should be on the mindset of let's destroy these lot and move on.
I think, do you know what? Going with my heart, because I like Liverpool more than Everton, because of you lot, obviously. I don't really know any Everton fans, to be fair. But, going with my heart, I'd say Liverpool win at home. Anfield, you rarely get a result at Anfield, innit? Unless you're playing mad.
Yeah.
But my head says football is mad, and it's going to probably be 2-2. So
it's not completely out of the realms of possibility what you're saying.
And it wouldn't ruin your season.
I don't think so either. It just kind of gives Everton a bit of a boost, which I don't really want to do.
But you'd rather them stay in the Premier, or would you rather them go down and come back up just for the banner?
I don't really care, that's the thing. I don't
so
really
that's
care.
what I'm saying. So 2-2.
If they go down, it would just be funny. I think, especially with building a new stadium and everything like that, and now new owners You know what I mean? It's just a bit, it'll just be funny. It'll be poor timing, really, more than anything. But I don't care either way. They're not really competition.
No, not competition.
No. They're not competition with any of the teams that they used to be anyway.
No.
With David Moyes there and I guess Martinez for a little bit as well.
Well, the thing is, you could say that teams that were near them, that kind of had a kick up their backside, teams like Aston Villa, teams like Leeds, they've gone down and come back up and like outperformed them by a long way.
That's a good point. Maybe they need like a refresh because as well, I suppose the Everton team at the minute has probably got quite a few players, Deadwood on quite high wages, and depending on the clauses in their contract, they might have a release clause, relegation release clause, or
they're gonna all have
wage drops.
Yeah, most of them are gonna have 50% in it.
Yeah, so. And then there's be a lot of players that will actually all leave and will stay with Premier League clubs or go elsewhere or whatever in it.
Yeah.
So I think it's not the end of the world. It's just terrible timing, and I don't think it will do Everton any good by getting relegated.
Not at this time, no.
Yeah. I mean, like I was saying, the other side of it, you could get rid of some Deadwood players a lot easier, and start afresh a lot quicker, than you would if you're staying in the Premier League, but it's not. No, I don't think so.
It's not the right thing. No. So you're going 3-1, I'm going 2-2.
3-1, yeah.
What is the next fixture?
The next fixture I've got here is Bournemouth, Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Bournemouth Wolves is a funny one because when I was looking at the stats...
Oh, this is Gary O'Neill, isn't it? Going back to Bournemouth.
The only thing left... So Wolves have played them they've played 8 games against each other. Wolves have won 3 of them. Bournemouth have won 3 and they've drawn 2. So it's going to be a draw, isn't it?
Yeah.
Stuff like this happens. Like 3-3-3. Like it's just going to go across the board.
It would not surprise me.
And they don't really, apart from that game against United,
not a lot of goals in these games between them.
It could be 0-0. It could be 1-1. It could. They're quite close to each other in the table as well. Like Bournemouth are in the drop zone.
Yeah, I think you're right with this prediction.
I don't
0-0 or 1. It could be.
They could let loose and it could be 2-2
I
again.
think there won't be any more than 2 goals in the game, unless one team is dominant.
Unless someone wins.
Yeah, unless someone
wins
3-0 and just somehow wipes out the other team. Other than that, I think it will be close 1-0, 1-1. That is it. And I'm kind of struggling, but I'm actually not. Because of Gary O'Neill specifically and alone, and actually because of some of the performances Wolves have had this season, whilst not getting the results they deserve, I'm going to go with Wolves and Gary O'Neill. I'm going to go 1-0.
1-0 Wolves?
Yeah.
Looking at the stats, as I said, the only result I can see is draw. So I'm going to have to go with 1-1. Because I don't think both teams are that bad not to score. Unless they both defend really well. I do not think both of these teams can't score. They've both proven that they can score. So I reckon 1-1, mate. I don't really see anything. If I was going to sway with one team like you have, I would have probably swayed with Bournemouth just because they're home. And sometimes in these games, that kind of matters.
Did you say 2-2 in the end? Sorry.
2-2, yeah. Okay. 2-2, mate. But yeah, no, there's not really much more to say on Bournemouth or Wolves because...
Yeah, so it is a tight game.
It'll be very tight. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
But again, the Premier is weird like that. Like sometimes these games, one team just destroys the other one. Like Villa Brighton.
Yeah.
You would have said, was it 6-1 or something?
Yeah, that's mad. That's mad.
So I think them game, but I don't think these 2 teams have the quality of player to score that many goals.
I think they'll get like I said, I think they'll get 1 each in it really.
I'm going with 1-0 Wolves. You're going with
1-1, mate. 1-1, mate. 1-1, mate.
That's the next game, lad. What's the next game?
The next game is Brentford hosting Burnley. That, for me, that could be quite a good footballing game to watch. Because they've both got quite good midfields. They both like to play the ball. And if they don't sit back, if they both just don't sit back and hope, I reckon that'd be quite a good game of football.
It could be,
good players
actually.
In there.
Yeah. It could be one of the surprising ones where you see a 3-2 to either team in just a back and forth contest. I'm pretty confident in Brentford. I would think that they have the Premier League experience, and quality as well to get past Burnley. I am pretty confident in that. I think Burnley they're an interesting team, but they don't have the experience. Like the team is quite young.
That punch, they don't have that punch. They don't have like finishers, just get on the ball and shoot.
They're not used to it. These players ain't really used to the Premier League like that.
No, they're good technically, but there's a difference between being good technically in the Premier League and actually then driving with the ball and scoring. Yeah. There's a big difference.
I think Brentford have got them a couple of players that could just be the difference. Wermo, even Wissa.
Yeah, very good players.
They have got them a couple of players that I think could just be the difference in a game like this. I do like a couple of Burnley players like Benson. Who's the winger?
There's loads in there. There's like loads in their midfield that are really good.
Yeah, Cullen's been pretty consistent. There's a few players. They've got a decent squad of young players, but I don't think it's enough to survive in the Premier League as a whole. This is just as a whole, but in a one-off game with Brentford away, I don't think they've got the quality to get past Brentford.
No.
If anything, the max they would get is a draw. That's just me kind of pushing the boat up. The max I think Burnley get is a draw. But I'm gonna go with 2-1 Brentford.
Again, 2-1 Brentford.
Yeah.
I am going the opposite way.
Ooh.
I actually think they're going to switch on for some bizarre reason here. As we always say, football is funny. Mm-hmm. Weird results happen.
Yeah.
And I just think that something will click in it. Because they're playing against a very good team. Like, you know when you're playing against Liverpool, you're playing against Spurs, playing against Man City, these teams, they're not going to let you play in it.
Yeah.
But Brentford will let you play. Like, they do it against good teams as well, and they catch them on the counter. That's how they beat City at the Etihad. Like, they've done it loads of times, innit?
True.
And I think sometimes they get complacent. They let the team in front of them, like, stand in front of them, play with the ball. Sometimes they don't show... Well, I don't know if it's respect or if it's just, again, like I'm saying, complacency. Like, they don't track the runner. There'll be a defender that comes in from the wing, won't track him into the box. So I think Burnley are going to do them 2-1.
Yeah, to reverse result.
I think reverse to Burnley, I reckon.
And Brentford could still be hung up on that United loss.
Yeah.
When they were winning for so long in the game.
Yeah.
And then McTominay pops up and scores 2 to take the game away from them.
And the recent head-to-heads, Brighton, Burnley have won 3 of them.
Yeah.
Brentford have only beaten 1.
This is in the Championship, is it? I'm
That's
guessing.
probably one. Most of them probably in the Championship. Probably none. I don't think they've played each other in the Premier. This will be the first fixture in the Premier. Again.
No, they have. Yeah. Last year? Wait, what?
Could have been last year.
No, 2021-2022 season. So Burnley came straight back up in it.
Mm-hmm. With Vincent
2022-2023. We're 2023-2024. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So they both beat each other at home.
They both beat each other at home, yeah.
Basically.
But then when you go back, I think they've drawn 1 and then Burnley have won the 2, basically, before that. So, yeah, should be a good game. I reckon that'll be quite a good game to watch, to be fair. Brentford at home are always quite good. And I think Vincent Kompany is going to do something different.
Yeah.
They might nick it.
I think, I'm confident in Brentford here. In this spot. And I think, again, they want to get that win back because they were minutes away from a win at Old Trafford. So again, but they weren't expected to win that game.
No, but it was very good though.
It was, but,
to come that close is agonising though.
Yeah,
and just get it taken away.
I suppose they would have even at the time been happy with the draw at 1-1 because of all the pressure that was on them from United. But then to lose it, it's just like. So I'm expecting them to bounce back. So yeah, 2-1 Brentford.
2-1 Brentford, I'm going 2-1 Burnley. Next game is probably, in my opinion, going to be the best game of the whole week. It is Manchester City playing against Brighton.
A very interesting game indeed.
Well, Brighton and Hove Albion.
Brighton over Albion.
That's it, man. This game, for me, like I say, I think it should be the best match. It should be the best game of the weekend. It'll probably be the worst. There'll probably be no goals. Or Man City will nick it 1-0. They'll score in the first 5 minutes and then it'll be boring. Or it could be brilliant, 3-3, 4-3. Actually does a good advert for the Prem. Because normally when you see these teams that are on crazy runs, come up against like the team of the year or first or second place.
Yeah.
I don't know what happens. Sometimes they play really good. Sometimes they bottle it.
Yeah, I think Brighton do normally play well against the bigger clubs. They play up to the occasion usually. They've been in occasions where they've just got rolled over.
Yeah.
In games where they probably didn't expect it.
Mm-hmm. Villa.
But I mean, even just against the bigger teams, innit?
Oh yeah.
But they have had some crazy like results against big teams as well. They beat us.
Gone to Anfield and draw. They drew against you.
They beat us as well.
Beat at home. When they scored that mad goal.
Beat United. Did they beat United?
Is that where Joe Gomez turned around?
Yeah. And they've got him looking like Ice Spice.
Stop playing with them, Riot. How can I lose if I'm already chose? Like, if she feeling hot, then I make that bitch frozen. I get a bitch tired every time that I post. Damn.
That's a brilliant video. But no, yeah, I don't know. This could go either way. To be fair, when I look at kind of
yeah, all right. Let me run some stats.
You know when you go to the stats, against who's won, they've only beat them once ever, and Man City have beat them 11 times. Like Man City's stats are like Barcelona, Real Madrid's in the Spanish league.
Yeah.
It's like you got like one win against them in 5 years.
They haven't lost in 4 against Brighton. Brighton have been without a clean sheet in the last 14 games.
Yeah, because that's how they play football, isn't it?
Both teams have scored in the last 4 out of 5.
Both teams have scored.
Man City have been the first team to score 8 out of 8 of the last 8 out of the last 8 games.
Well, against each other.
Against Brighton.
I was going to say that can't be true for us, innit? You know what I mean? They score against us. 8 for 8 win.
Against Brighton.
Yeah, against
City
Brighton.
have been the first team to score 8 out of the last 8
okay,
times.
that's a mad stat.
That
is a mad stat.
And they haven't lost. Yeah, I think I said that at the beginning. They haven't lost in the last 4 against Brighton. The last one was a draw. That was
I know
near the end of last season, 1-1 at the Amex.
I know what I'm doing.
City lost the last 2 Prem games or something. I think they have.
Yeah, against us, innit?
Yeah,
Come on.
I don't think this is going to be a hat trick, unfortunately.
I was so sad we couldn't do that week when we beat them because I was actually fully going to back us, you know. I was nervous, but I was going to back us.
Yeah, 3-1.
3-1 City.
3-1 City. Yeah.
Geese, you know what I'm going to do, innit?
I don't mind because I want it. I want it to happen. I'm just speaking with my head. You're speaking with the heart.
I'm going with you know what it is? The fixtures that I see, I pick what one I go with. I either go with my heart or my head. Liverpool game, I went with my head because my heart tells me Liverpool. But City against Brighton, 1-0 Brighton. I'm going 1-0 Brighton.
Jeez, you're saying City are not going to score.
The thing is, on
the 15th game they're not going to score against Brighton.
See, these things are made to happen, you know. City are bottoming it, mate. City are bottoming it. 1-0 Brighton, 100%. I was so close to saying 2-1, but I don't think Brighton will score 2 there.
Wow, there you go.
Going 1-0. 1-0 Brighton. That is my.
Yeah. I think Brighton are still a very good team. Caused loads of teams a lot of problems on their day. I'm hoping again that they are on their day.
Is Rodri back?
Potentially. Very, very, very possibly. Because of this international break as well. Very possibly.
Well, no De Bruyne anyway.
No De Bruyne. But still, Rodri just makes so much of a difference and he allows Foden to play and Bernardo Silva and to not worry about defensive duties too much. Yeah,
Rodri is a joke. That made and they were still so good. Like obviously the game was boring, but with Rodri, they would have
good defensive.
They would have done us in it really. On to the next one, mate.
Yeah. There wasn't really much to be said about that one. I don't think. Just fingers crossed that Brighton win. I do think City are going to win because they're at home. They rarely lose at home. I think I saw some kid. Yeah, he's like 11 years old. I saw it was a picture on Instagram or something, and he's talking. It's like a ESPN or something. Said this 11-year-old has gone to like 200 games or something, 200 City games, like over in his life so far, and he's seen 8 defeats.
That's nuts.
And one of them was against Arsenal, just like on the last weekend.
Oh, he went there as well.
Yeah. So
but he's gone 200
over
games.
200 games. Man. Must be season ticket holder.
Where's he from? Saudi?
No, he's probably from Manchester, isn't he? Yeah, over 200
Their
games.
Fans are only going to be from
8 defeats. These City fans born in from 2010 onwards, are just blessed, man.
That's a nut stat. 8 defeats.
You've seen. That's wild.
I'm just trying to think back to the games I've gone to. What would actually be the percentages like of win, draw, and loss? I've seen quite a few wins. I've seen quite a few losses as well.
You've seen quite a few draws actually. It always seems to be a shutout when you go to.
I've seen a few draws as well. I was there. Yeah, we drew a few times, man. I think my win's probably a bit higher, but nowhere near what Pep's is. Nowhere near that sort of level there.
Or that kid's only like a 90% win rate. Or
8
something.
games, 192 games, not lost.
Yeah.
Win or draw. That's a joke. That is, that's he's
privileged in it. Bro.
That's nuts. 8 games.
Yeah, but that was just like randomly I saw.
And this is gonna be the 9th.
Hopefully.
And he's going to be at home for it as well, isn't it? Yeah, let's get him up to double. Let's get him up to triple
over the next 2 games.
Let's get him relegated.
Sorry, kid, whoever you are out there, but you've seen enough in it.
You need to get built up. You lot need to get relegated. You need to go down.
Well,
and then that'll harden you, innit?
That'll only come with charges or
Oh, Pep's there anyway. Pep's dodgy anyway. Don't worry about that. Pep's going to get done, just like Barcelona going to get done.
Yeah, you never know.
Listen, the next game is actually looking quite good as well.
Mm-hmm.
Newcastle versus Crystal Palace.
Newcastle Palace.
That for me is a good game of football there. A good game of football. And I think I just can't, you know what it is, yeah? When you see how these lot play, like now I've seen them do it twice, innit? I fully watched the game like I was a Newcastle fan, innit? Against Spurs, last year, when they played them off the park, and against PSG now, innit? Obviously PSG not the greatest team in the world.
Their team was pretty weak.
The team is weak.
It is still PSG with
it is. Mbappe
quite
kind
a few
of
threats on the team sheet. So.
There is threats, but Mbappe was pretty much not there, so they were playing against 10 men, 9 outfield men. Because Mbappe just went missing. I don't think he cares anymore, which is another thing. But no, it's. I'm telling you, it's a bit. For me, I can't see a way of Crystal Palace beating them, innit? Like the way that their form is.
Neither can I. From looking at stats as well, you can see a draw. It does happen. When Newcastle in their last 5 games against Palace haven't lost. In the last 5 games,
these things are meant to be
conceded in the last 4. And
against Palace?
Yeah, they haven't conceded, or Palace haven't conceded against them in the last 3.
Oh.
So it's been 3-0 the last 3 games.
We need some goals in this then.
Yeah.
We need some goals in this.
Less than 3 goals in the last 5. 5 out of 5.
Yeah, these things
I
are
think it could happen again though, man. I think,
I think
that could happen again. I'm gonna say 2-0 Newcastle. I don't think it will be a draw. It is possible from looking at this. They do have a couple of draws in there, but Newcastle should be on a buzz. They should be, if they want to be in Champions League consistently and stuff like that, they should be beating teams like Palace.
Yeah.
No disrespect.
What did you say? 2-1.
2-0.
2-0.
2-0. Yeah. I think I'm going with.
I think I'm going 3-1. 3-1 to Newcastle. Yeah, because Palace they've not got great goal difference. I think they're on 0. Newcastle on like +11. So if you're taking that into account, 2-3 goals I reckon makes sense. And Newcastle are at home.
Yep.
They've got good players.
Yeah.
They've got their version of Lionel Messi in it. Miggy Almiron.
Oh god.
Is their version of Lionel
thinking
Messi.
who are you talking about?
Almiron. I think
Miguel
the geezer.
Almiron.
He
Santiago
kills me.
Munez.
He is Santiago. He is that geezer. Because
is it Munez?
No, it wasn't
Nunez. Which one?
Nunez. I think it's Nunez. Yeah.
Munez.
I can't remember exactly. But
Santiago.
that film, what a film! And it had to be, and it's brilliant that it's happening now.
Yeah.
Like 10 years later.
They were getting in the Champions League, innit?
Yeah.
That's what they're
playing against Real Madrid. Now they're playing against PSG. So.
Yes, Munez. Santiago Munez.
Yes. So Miggy Almiron, they're Messi. You got Isaac up top. Yeah. New school Didier Drogba. Got Dan Burn at the back, mate.
Not Drogba.
I love Isaac though.
He ain't got the physicality for Drogba, man.
He's not got the physicality, but he's got the finish.
He's good. He's techie. I like Isaac a lot.
I like Isaac. But Dan Burn at the back. Yeah.
Big Dan Burn.
I think they're decent, man. Crystal Palace got good players, but I just don't see them. I can't see them getting past. I see more chance Brighton beating City than Palace beating.
Yeah.
100%.
Fair enough.
City are bottle jobs now, man.
Yeah.
Their legs are shaking underneath them.
Palace ain't doing bad though.
Hmm?
They're 9th, 12 points out of 8 games, sitting above United and Chelsea at the minute. Better goal difference than United.
Yeah, but they've got 0 though, isn't it?
It is 0, but
minus.
For a team like Palace, I don't think they'll be too upset with that.
No. If they finish
If this is
38
how the
games,
season was, yeah, literally.
they'll be buzzing. 0 goals.
And finish 9th.
Calm.
I think they will take that, to be honest with you.
That's calm. That's quite a lot of extra millions from where they normally finish.
Yes.
So I think they'll be buzzing with that. What did you say? 2-1 Newcastle?
2-0 Newcastle.
2-0.
Again, I'm still worried, like you're saying, and the goal difference proves 0 goal difference.
Yeah,
I'm worried about where their goals come from. Newcastle have no problem scoring goals, but they have these odd games where in the Premier where they just eke out games 1-0, 2-0.
Didn't Brighton beat Newcastle?
We beat them. They lost their first couple of games, didn't they, Newcastle?
I'm sure Brighton beat them, and it was quite a surprise. I can't remember if Brighton beat them or they bounced back against.
Yeah,
Brighton.
they lost 3-1 against Brighton.
Yeah, 3-1. See what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was away. Yeah, they're at home, man. They should be alright.
When they're at home, Newcastle.
Solid.
That's
the fans are
it's
different.
not a place you want to go to at the minute. I'll be so honest. The buzz around that place. They get throw-ins. They're celebrating it like they've won the Champions League.
Yeah,
the fans are so behind them.
That's how you want it.
Crazy behind them, and they make so much noise. I don't know what they've done with the acoustics in that place, but it just seems the sound just stays in there and just bounces off.
Yeah, but I think it's just
a wicked atmosphere, 100%. And Newcastle fans are definitely the happiest they've ever been, probably. I would
100%.
say. Well, before maybe Keegan times or something
100%.
like that.
But you see, the thing is like Newcastle, loads of old or ex-players have said about Newcastle. When you get to Newcastle town, that town is a football town. It ain't like London where people are doing business and other. No. We are the tune.
We're going to the football.
We're going to the football. That's it. And we're getting pissed after win, lose or draw.
Yes.
That's what's happening.
That's it.
So yeah, they're a football town. So I don't see Palace getting past.
Good time to be at Newcastle. Good time to be at Newcastle.
Buzzing.
So yeah, that is that. That's Newcastle Palace. Next game, still at 3 o'clock.
It is still at 3 o'clock. It's the last of the 3 o'clock.
Last of the 3 o'clock.
On this list, it's the last of the 3 o'clock.
Nottingham Forest at home to Luton Town.
That is a mad game, you know. That's one of them games in the Premier League that you don't expect to see there. You know, like when you look down the fixture list and you're like, Man City, Brighton, you're like,
Nottingham Forest and Luton. What the? When did these two get in there?
But fair play in it. They're both there. I don't think they're going to be there next year. I hope Luton's there because it's just banter being in that stadium. But
I'm confident Forest will be in the Prem next year.
Confident Forest will be.
Yeah, just because there's too many other teams that I don't see having a real chance. Luton is one of them, unfortunately. Sheffield United is another one. You could throw Burnley in there.
Just throw Everton in there as well.
You could throw Everton in there. So, I'm not really worried about Forest. I think I said last year as well that they're kind of like my wild card to stay up.
Stay up, yeah. Potentially.
And I don't think the teams that have come up this year are any better than any team that are in the Premier League this year already.
Nah, you would have said a fighting chance for Burnley, but then they started playing, and you went,
yeah.
Not them.
I think they had a lot of hype, because of their performances in the Championship, innit? But you see the quality difference when you're stepping up. It's insane.
It's a big difference.
So Burnley, the 3 teams that come up, they're in trouble. They're in trouble to go back down. Bournemouth, I didn't really realise. Yeah, they're not.
But they do this every year, though. Yeah. They play bad at the start, and then they win like 5 games in a row, and then you just see them hovering there. They'll be fine.
A second manager or something.
Yeah, they'll be fine. Man.
But I'm confident in Forest, and I'm confident in Forest in this game as well. Actually, at home, they have to get results at every opportunity when they are at home as well. Mm-hmm. They have a bigger chance to do it. And you have to win these games. You have to win these games against Luton. You have to win the games against Sheffield United, against Burnley, etc. You have to win these games. It's as simple as that. To make sure that you have any chance of staying up. And putting them down as well, isn't it, basically?
Exactly, yeah. Taking 3 points off them.
Exactly, it's just as important as you getting 3 points.
You all sound like you're going Nottingham Forest, but what's the score?
And it's, again, the goals, man. Some of these teams are just like, where do you get goals from?
Once I say my prediction, you'll understand.
Where's Forest teams in? -2, okay. But Luton -9.
I just concede though, innit? They need to play.
I'll go 2-1 Forest because I still think the teams are leaky enough to let each other score. How, I honestly don't know. But I do think Forest have got the better team overall. And again, couple of individual moments of brilliance maybe will help them out.
Yeah, they got good players, isn't it? They got decent, like, once they get past
Elanga looks decent when he plays. Awonye still causes defences problems.
Yeah, he's good.
I think he will cause some problems for that Luton defence as well. So yeah, 2-1 I'm going with. 2-1.
I am going for Borefest. 0-0. 0-0. Because I just don't see how these lot score.
Yeah.
I don't get it. They scored against us, didn't they? Start of the
Pens
season.
and stuff, and I'm just thinking.
Yeah, but
people making silly mistakes.
Potentially, yeah. But I just don't see anyone scoring. I think 0-0. I don't think.
It's a very fair result, to be honest with you. What's their head-to-heads like? Did you have a look?
I think it's 2-2-2. No one is. There's just very
2-2-2. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
They haven't done anything. So I'm going.
Someone
0-0.
has to
do something, or it has to be on draw.
Basically, yeah.
Because it's been very tight all the way through. So. Nottingham Forest and Luton, mate. That's that one wrapped up. On to the big game.
Massive game.
Massive. Not massive game. Not that massive because them lot are not
historically
not a big. They're not a big club in it, but they've got Champions League over us in it. So I still have to give them respect in it. Yeah, they're bigger. They are a bigger club than us, but I'm not fan base, so I can't.
Yeah, definitely a big club.
They're a big club, but they're not massive.
Comparing it, I don't know.
We got a bigger fan base. They've turned over more bread because of.
They probably are a massive club.
They're cheating.
To be honest, now especially 2 Champions League, I probably would say they are a massive club.
No, they're massive.
They're not performing like that in a minute. That's for sure.
But they are bottle jobs right now.
Yeah.
They are being very much.
This is the case where you just see a team that has young players, a mix of experience, but like the system and everything, everyone is on board. Everyone knows their role. You know you're starting 11.
Yeah, man.
And we're the complete opposite at Chelsea. Same, like you have good quality players, but no one really knows their role. No one knows if they're going to be starting. With that, there doesn't come much togetherness because, there's not people that are accepting of, okay, I'm not going to play ahead of Saka or Martinelli. They're some of the best youngsters in the world. I have to maybe work hard by my time, etc., etc.
Yeah.
When you're playing for Chelsea, you have that in your eye, like, no, I'm better than this geezer. I should be playing ahead of this geezer.
Yeah, probably.
Like your Mudricks, your Sterling.
Yeah, because you've been bought for 100
Sterling
mil.
definitely starts, but like Mudrick.
No, he's dead.
The other, there's so many players. Honestly, I can't even think of all the players.
The thing is I feel on the wings right now. I feel sorry for Poch because he was a very good manager at Spurs. Because again, I don't have any sympathy. I don't really feel sorry.
I don't feel sorry for him at all.
But these lot get paid in it, so it's fine. But at the same time, I do feel bad in a way because it's like he went into Tottenham. Tottenham team every year picks itself in it. You always had Harry Kane, Dele Alli, all the players that were spine.
Yeah, he wasn't really getting the support to grow onto that as well, innit? Like you're saying, he had the spine, but it seems like he didn't have the real opportunity to grow out that team.
Nah, he weren't. And I think if he would have got found out, which is what happened at Chelsea. He's been found out now. You got the pick of the bunch. Yeah. You got all the money to spend. Did he buy Mudryk? Who bought Mudryk?
No, I don't think he was there.
You better not have bought Mudryk because that guy's horrible.
Yeah, no.
And we dodged the bullet with that guy. But I'm telling you that Chelsea team, it's like it's a football manager's dream.
Yeah,
it's a manager's dream
and nightmare because you're gonna get sacked because.
Forget about the directors.
You won't know your starting 11 by January. I'm not confident he'll have a set starting 11 even by January. And when that time comes,
that's poor management.
Well, yes,
poor management.
I feel like he's been. I don't have sympathy for him, but I think he has been the victim of two extremes of being with Tottenham, not really having much support financially, and then you're at Chelsea and you've got like every 100 million that you could spend.
Well, exactly.
But it's kind of like, is he buying them players? I feel like more at Spurs, he would have had more say. At Chelsea, there seems to be more of a.
But he's starting Jackson, isn't it? He's the geezer putting him on the team sheet.
Who else are you going to play? Have you seen their team?
Nah,
Who plays up front?
Just do what Spain did then, innit? And do what Barcelona did. Don't need
They've got the quality for that.
Nah, they got Geese.
They haven't got the quality to do that.
Come on.
To pull it off.
They got to try.
No,
They got to try, man. I think they got to try because this Chelsea team is going down a slippery slope and it's not making any sense for me.
It's literally this game is two extremes. One team seems to have everything figured out. They know their roles. They're confident in each other. They believe in each other. Chelsea, I've just seen none of that. They don't really know.
Yeah, they haven't got a clue.
They're not too confident in each other. They don't know each other yet. You can't. You've only been playing together for a few months, if that. You don't know each other's strengths, weaknesses. Is he going to come for the ball? Is he going to spin in behind? You just have to take time to get used to that, innit?
That's what I'm saying. I still think they'll be good, but I don't think it's coming anytime soon.
I don't think so either. Like I've said to you, by January I still don't think he'll have a starting 11. And then they'll go and buy a couple of players as well in January, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
No, we're going to smash these lot. We are going to smoke.
You need to, prove it. Prove what I'm saying, innit? As in, show that you're the team that's together. And that's all you need sometimes. Like, you can spend hundreds and hundreds of millions of pounds all to have a team that it just doesn't gel and it doesn't work. Your team seems to just it works.
It's because we bought, it looks like now, from the outside looking in, that we've bought the £100 million players in the right place.
Yes.
Declan Rice. Yeah. That's it.
Which is where I don't understand Chelsea.
But they bought Enzo, innit?
Yeah,
he's alright.
Yes, no, but they bought Saicedo as well for 120 mil.
Yeah,
and Lavia.
Yeah,
so two of them for 180 mil.
And my man for 120 mil.
Enzo, yeah, so
300
million.
That's a joke.
And you could have English Premier League proven, which everyone always wants to get. English Premier League proven, English international, used to play for Chelsea, would have gone back.
I don't know why.
To be honest, I'm not saying it would have been a difficult decision, and I think where the two teams are at, I probably personally would have chose Arsenal. Obviously, his personal preferences with who he used to play for. But I think it's definitely the best decision. If Chelsea did go in for him, I don't see any real reports to say you were battling with Chelsea. It seemed like
we would have lost because they would have offered 220 mil.
Exactly. Well, they would have offered the same fee, but they would have kicked
it's an 8-year deal, isn't it? 8-year deal,
wages and stuff.
300 grand a week, 8-year deal. But you know what I'm thinking about when I'm Chelsea? All right, now we've got Enzo, yeah. What player can I look at in the Premier League that backs up Enzo to allow him to play football and not have to do much of the defensive stuff?
That's his job.
No, but I'm saying
that's his job.
No, but I'm saying
that's what he's been bought for.
No, but he goes forward.
No, Enzo is the DMF.
He goes forward.
He's the DMF.
Geese, I'm telling you, this geezer drifts forward.
That's not his. Exactly. That's not where he's.
But he's good at it though. That's what I'm saying. If you go to West Ham,
he's not good at it. I'm just saying.
If you go to West Ham and you get Souček, yeah, and sit Souček in there, that would be brilliant. That would be brilliant.
That would be a car crash.
Why?
Car crash. Souček is bang average. He's so bang average. He's like, one of them players that first come to the Prem and no one really knows how to deal with him. He's some geezer from Czech Republic. Like you got him for 2 million. No one's ever heard of him.
I'm telling you, geezer's proper good.
You come in and you're scoring like. I think, I'm sure he got like double figures, close to double figures for goals in his first season. In the
he's good, I'm telling you.
They didn't know how to deal with him on corners.
Nah, he's good, man.
He's not. He's bang average.
He's good.
And
bro, you've got players in your team that are worse than him, and you're Liverpool FC.
So? That doesn't matter. That doesn't mean anything.
It does. He plays for West Ham, bro.
Who's in it? Who's worse? What? Curtis Jones?
Curtis Jones definitely worse. Definitely worse.
So exactly, because no one cares about Curtis Jones and these guys. Souček is a starter.
I like Souček.
He does not get in your team, he doesn't get in our team, he doesn't get in United's team, he doesn't get in Chelsea's team, he doesn't get in City's team, he doesn't get in Villa's team.
Because he plays for West Ham.
He's not good enough, he's average.
He gets in Chelsea's team though.
No, he doesn't.
Chelsea's team is horrible, bro.
Ahead of Enzo Fernandez and Saicedo.
No, only ahead. Don't need Saicedo, that's what I'm saying. He didn't need to spend 120 million.
You
go spend 50 mil.
No. Souček, no.
No, I like Souček.
I'm telling you, bin that idea.
I like
would have been a car crash.
I like Souček.
He's bang average.
Chelsea don't have any big geezers. They got Conor Gallagher, who looks big but he's soft. You need someone in that midfield that's strong.
They're playing someone who was in the academy and stuff, isn't it? They're giving.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you have Enzo, Conor Gallagher, and someone else in there that's a bit of like
Saicedo, I would take any day of the week over Souček. Like it's not even a question. It's not a question at all. It's not a conversation even. It's a waste. It's a waste of breath.
But the thing is, certain players,
Souček's like third as well, man. Come on.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He knows what he's good at, and he does it well.
He's not going to be doing it for much longer.
It's like Matic going to teams that are 33.
He's not going to be doing it for much longer.
I'm telling you, guys.
Matic was a million times better.
I'm not saying no one's comparing. I'm just saying this is what Matic done at
the big
players.
There's no one really like that, but he's not good enough. You don't just buy a player because he's big.
But I think Caicedo...
He's not good enough. Nowhere near.
I think Caicedo
is a million times better than Souček, and his ceiling is a million times higher as well.
But the thing is, you've taken these players out of Brighton, and they're like, they get found out sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah,
McAllister's played how many games for you? He's got more games sent off. He's played less games.
That's not true. That's false.
How many games has he played?
It's funny, but it's not true.
How many games has he played?
He's played like most of the games.
He's been sent off for 3 games.
No, he hasn't. It was taken back. We've had this conversation like 5 times.
Who took
his
it back?
His red card got rescinded.
Oh yeah, no,
he didn't get a red card. It's as simple as that. Alexis and our midfield is a new midfield. We have similar problems to Chelsea in that one specific area.
I think
that
Alexis.
The first team, you don't really know what your starting 11 is. At the minute, you definitely play Alexis and Szoboszlai. Them two are the first 2 names in midfield. You just have to figure out who's going to play in there with them in it. And Alexis and
that's because it's the only 2 names in your midfield, and that's it.
But that is our midfield.
No, I'm saying you haven't got outside of that, innit? You've got Szoboszlai and McAllister.
Yeah, that's
it.
it. What do you want us to do?
No, I'm saying there's not extra in it. You're not Chelsea. You don't have the same problems as Chelsea where you've got too many players.
No, but I'm saying that I'm saying in that specific area, we don't really know. It's not clear who the starting 11 is, isn't it? In the midfield 3, it's not clear who the starting players are.
But I understand what you're saying. But anyway, we're gonna smash these, innit? I'm saying 4-0 to us.
Jesus Christ.
Don't worry about Chelsea.
Jesus.
Do not worry about them.
Oh, you concede.
4-0,
you definitely concede goals, and you will concede.
We're playing away.
Chelsea.
Nah, we're not going to concede.
You will concede. You will definitely concede.
We didn't concede against best team in the world, mate.
That game was terrible, man.
It was horrible, but that was the game we played.
You just about scored in that game as well, bro.
Yeah, so
they
don't worry about that.
scored before you even, in fact.
Yeah, we've done that for them. Don't worry about that.
No, but they beat you like 3-0 and 4-0.
Nah, don't worry about that. It's fine, man. Well, they should have had both. Well, 2 years now. 2 years now, Ginge. 2 years. They should have had both their players sent off. First Rodri and second Kovacic.
That's without a doubt.
And it didn't happen. So this year was the year we had to
man. You won. Forget about that. It doesn't matter. You won.
We're gonna beat them 4-0, Chelsea, mate.
All right.
Trust me. 4-0.
I'll say something like 4-2. I wouldn't
4-2.
I wouldn't say that you won't smash them. You should score some goals. Chelsea, you kind of wonder where they get their goals from, but you concede dumb goals, man. You're just there to just concede silly goals and stuff like that sometimes.
Now listen. If I would agree with you, yeah,
that's what we do.
With you.
I'm saying literally how we start games.
I would agree with you.
Goal and then are we playing football?
No,
Maybe
do that.
We need to start fucking playing football.
We have been doing that. Down. I agree with you. If we didn't just not concede against City,
bro, one-off game, man.
It is a one-off game.
One-off game.
But it's City.
And that's a game where you couldn't concede. I feel like if you did concede against City, you would have not won the game.
Of course not. We would have lost. We would have lost 1-0. That's what we were saying. Someone would have nicked it, and we nicked it.
So you needed to not. They needed to not score. You can allow Chelsea to score 2 or 3 goals. I still think you win the game.
I hope we don't. I don't even want to.
Who's at home anyway?
They're at home. At a bridge.
Yeah, definitely conceded.
I don't know. I'm backing us. I'm backing us to not concede. 4-0. 4-0, bro.
Well, I said 4. I still said 4, but you'll concede, without a doubt.
I hope we don't, but we probably will.
It doesn't matter if you don't, man. You just have to win games. That's it. You don't need to. Arsenal don't need. We've said this since the start of last season. It doesn't matter. This is why the City game. It doesn't really matter. You only have to win. It doesn't matter how you win. It doesn't matter if it's 10-9 and you play the worst game you've ever played.
We just have to get 3 points. That's it.
Nothing else is important.
But now we need the goals because now it's obviously we're only 8 games in it. But we need to get some goal difference.
But you need the points in it.
Fly away.
That's what's more important.
Yeah, 4-0. That was.
And you can get the goals in some other games, innit? Just beat these Chelseas and your Cities and Tottenham or whatever.
You have to beat them, man. I don't see them beating us. If they do, I'll be very angry.
I don't see it either. Like I was saying, it's a well put together team that knows what they're doing and knows what they want to achieve against a team that hasn't been put together at all. It's been chucked in and mixed. It's like leftovers, isn't it?
Dead. I don't like them, man.
But not leftovers. The best leftovers. Caviar this and fish eggs that all mixed into one thing and just does it work? No, it's not. It's not working right now.
It's not working. The last game on the Saturday, mate.
Ooh.
Sheffield United versus Man United.
8 o'clock kickoff.
Both Uniteds.
Well, Sheffield United just got battered 8-0. Is that not their last game?
They got battered 8-0.
Against Newcastle, sorry.
A couple games ago.
Oh, okay, sorry. That was just that is stuck in. But they've lost the last how many games as well, haven't it? So
they have
Sheffield
lost.
United are gonna give Manchester United the well-needed confidence boost.
You reckon? Yeah.
100%. Sheffield United haven't got anything for Man United, even though Man United are dreadful. Honestly, performance-wise, the actual team, it doesn't work for me. How Ten Hag wants to play doesn't work for me. You could say he's still got a few bits of dead wood here and there lying around, but they've spent quite a bit of money. United fans can say, "Oh, the owners don't give us this," and your club is big enough where you can actually, where owners are so well. It doesn't look like this, but they've done business so well. They don't have to put in any money.
They haven't put in any bread.
They don't need to.
When
the
they
club
say,
earns its own money.
That's what I'm saying.
The
when
business
they say,
is self-sustainable.
These men are different. When these
until it
owners,
stops. Until the performances keep dropping like they have been.
It's not going to stop.
It won't, because the club is such a big establishment, institution worldwide. But eventually it will slow down. Not stop, but it will slow down, because they have to. It's been how many? Nearly 10 years now.
The geezer's going to buy them, isn't it? It will take him like 6 months to get that Jim Ratcliffe guy. It will take like 6 months for him to get Premier League approval. He'll go there.
Yeah, that's fair, but it's not to say, like, people probably thought that the Glazers would be doing what they expect Ratcliffe to do when he comes in, because Ferguson brought the Glazers to Man United's door. Everyone seems to forget that, innit? Your biggest hero brought this establishment to your door, let them in the front door, and now they own it, and they've trashed the place completely.
They have.
The roof's leaking. We've got the worst. Like, how is the roof leaking at Man United? How is a group of fans?
That is actually the biggest club.
That's actually a joke, isn't it? Like, I don't know, and why you wouldn't just fix these little issues to kind of keep the fans quiet.
They ain't got no bread.
They have what? They just spent how much? Bro, come on.
They ain't got no bread.
There's players that are like 20.
Got bread.
There's players that there's definitely one player, I would say. Let's say, take for example that Hannibal. I don't know how much money he earns, but I would say on average it probably is about 10 to 20 grand a week. Yeah, let's take that. So we're going 40 to 80k a month, 400 to 800k, about $1 million for the year.
Yeah.
I reckon you could fix the roof with that $1 million.
But the thing is, what you don't understand is the Glazers are not putting the bread in. It's all bank loans and interest.
It doesn't. No, but you can get a bank loan to fucking fix the roof. Just like you are to buy shit players.
Listen,
that you're putting in the shit squad. Fix the roof so that at least your fans who are watching shit football can enjoy it or not enjoy it, whilst not getting wet.
I'll give you.
It's raining right now. Do you know how wet they would be? Do you know how wet they would be watching?
Yeah, they always get wet. They always get wet. But what I'm saying is, that
it's a joke.
They are a joke as businessmen, because this is how they look at it. We're gonna fix that roof. Yeah. How much that roof gonna cost? 200 grand. How much are you gonna get back from that 200 grand?
Nothing.
Nish.
It doesn't matter. That's not the point. That's why.
This is why they signed Ronaldo. Because they get the money back.
Yeah.
They're not spending any bread. It's just zero.
Marketing moves.
It's just balancing the balance sheet.
Pogba.
It's dead.
Deal with Adidas. Marketing move.
No, they're dead, man.
Shirt sales. Merchandise. That's what Man United are about. They're a merchandise club.
They are.
I don't think they have. The owners don't seem to have any real
no
intention for success
bro.
To achieve anything.
Nope.
It's almost like it's just tying it over.
They're waiting, they're waiting for Jim.
They're waiting for Jim, but they've had the Qatari fellow as well that was supposed to offer 100% for like 8 billion or something like that, and they're not happy with that.
They're gonna have to go.
He's not
come back. They're gonna have to come back. They're gonna have to come back and take less.
He's not buying the whole thing apparently either.
No, yeah, it'll be like
25%,
and it will be some sort of
conglomerate. It'll still be majority of the Glazers.
Oh, you reckon there's majority going to be them?
I think I saw on Sky Sports it said it's for 25% for like a 1 point something billion.
That's a joke.
Or 20%, something like that, innit? But it's not a full ownership takeover.
So they're not even getting rid of them anyway. Yeah, but listen.
I think it was something again with Ratcliffe's side might take over footballing operations or something like that. There is some kind of something in there which
that
puts
will make
him
sense.
More in charge of football, but the Glazers still own a massive share of the company.
It just proves how dodgy the whole thing was when you actually can't buy a football club in the same way that they did only 20 years ago. You can't do it now. It's impossible. How can you weigh up the value of something with the value of something? They got loans based off the fact that they own Man United.
Us commoners don't understand this type of.
I understand it. It's shithousery. It's literally shithousery. It's a joke.
For you to say we're buying a club. All right, how much are you gonna pay? Well, we'll pay 600 million, whatever it was. Okay. Over what period of time? Well, I'm gonna use the wealth, the actual projection, the value of the club itself to buy the club.
It's not making sense.
If I went to fucking go, well, not JD, some of these like exclusive trainer shops, went to go buy trainers and said, listen, I want the Travis Scott ones, yeah, but I'll buy them based on what they're going to be worth in 5 years.
Yeah. So you might make more, you might make less, but you're going to make something in 5 years. They're going to tell you to do
I
one.
get the trainers as well.
Yeah, right now. I get trainers right now.
Don't tell me to fuck off.
It's not making it. And you're not talking about £1,000 or £2,000 worth of shoes. Talking hundreds of millions. Nah, it's a joke, man. It's a joke.
But just little stuff like that. I think they're just taking the piss at this point. Like, why would you just not fix the roof? It's such a simple thing to do. I'm sure that again will take away these little snide comments that other fans like us can say, and their own fans, like they're still getting wet. What is going on? Like, that's just one thing in it. It just doesn't.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, there's other football clubs I look at when they're doing well, when they're doing bad, and I laugh at it. And I've kind of stopped laughing at United because they're so bad now. Yeah, I'm just like, this is not even funny anymore. I actually want them to be good now.
They're not competitive.
I want them to be in Champions League. I want them to be in the finals. I don't want them to be us, but I want them to be good in English.
Yeah, I want them to compete, but lose.
Can't be like, get to the Champions League final.
I want
lose,
them to be competitive,
but don't be shit.
But yeah, and chirping their fans and stuff is just it's pointless, man. It's like bullying the kid that only ever gets bullied.
It's not making sense. You're not helping him out at all. But yeah, no, this game...
You're not going to get anything from it.
No, nothing. Nothing at all.
He's not going to give anything back. They're just... I don't know, man. It's very strange, isn't it?
What's your score prediction? Well, you said Man United... Well, Sheffield United got nothing.
We went a bit off on a tangent. I don't think Sheffield United have got anything even from Man United.
I don't think they do.
I could see
score.
I could see a performance like a 3-0, you know, like when they beat Palace in the cup.
Yeah.
Like that type of performance, just to get United fans a bit, you know, they've been paper over the cracks for bloody years. Yeah. Especially Ten Hag with his whole Man United career, I feel like he's been papering over the cracks with little results here and there. So yeah, something like 3-0. I'm going United.
I think 2-0.
Then it'll be back to reality next year when they play an actual decent team.
Yeah, next week, innit?
Yeah.
Because they did that to Palace, beat them 3-0, and then they went into the Premier and lost against them. So, what kind of shithousery is that as a football fan? You want to see the same team, lads? We beat the same team 4 days ago.
No, it wasn't the same team. That was the thing. Palace
played a weak team. Man United versus Palace, innit? That's what I'm saying.
Palace played a weak team.
No, but I'm not... Sorry, we played the same club 4 days ago.
Yeah.
And you lot have lost.
Yeah. Yeah, and Palace should always be a team that United beat.
Dead.
There you go.
Well, United are dead though.
That's just United's position at the minute, unfortunately.
That is true. We're on to the last 2 games of the week.
What did you say, sir? I said 3-0.
I said 2-0. I don't see Sheffield United scoring. I just don't see.
Again, I hope I'm very wrong, by the way. I hope Sheffield United, to all Sheffield United fans out there, I hope you destroy, or put it, not destroy, because I hope you put in a very good performance against United and you actually get something out of the game. I just want to get that out of the way. I can't see it, but...
Well, it'd be great if it's a draw.
I hope Sheffield United gets something out of the game.
That'd be a great point for Sheffield United. Yes.
Not going to happen.
We'll see. We're nearly there.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, we've got one game on Sunday, surprisingly.
Mm-hmm.
One game on Monday. The game on Sunday, Villa versus West Ham.
Ooh, that's a good game.
Should be a good game.
That is a good game.
Should be a very, very good game. The teams with the badges that are nearly the same colours. That doesn't happen quite often in the Prem.
The claret and blues, isn't it?
Yeah, claret and blues. It's a tough one, this one. This could be a draw. Someone else could outplay them because Villa have just had some freakish results.
Yeah, so strange.
Only in the first 8 games.
Both teams are like that as well. Both teams are quite strange with their results.
I've seen West Ham like beating City, bottle it. Seen West Ham beating United, bottle it. Seen West Ham beating us, bottle it.
Yeah.
It's weird, man. Weird club. But
they've also got some good results as well. But
it's a hard game to call, that one. It's a very hard game to call. Very, very hard game to call. What do you reckon, mate?
I'm trying to find just a little history between the two.
The history is heavily swayed to West Ham, my friend. Heavily. They've won 9. Villa have won 4.
Let me get those stats on this.
Villa won 4, and there's been 6 draws, mate.
West Ham won 9.
Yeah, apparently so.
What about at home? Does it tell you what they're like at home?
No, you just have to scroll through.
Hold on, let me try to find it.
Well, of the last 3 home games, West Ham have won 2 and drawn 1. And Villa's last 3 home games, they've lost all of them. 1-0, 4-1 and 3-1. I was kind of swaying.
What happens at
I was kind of swaying.
Between these two. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that's football, yeah, it's different.
You can
What was I going to say? Yeah, I'll still be swaying towards West Ham. Well, when Villa have been at home, West Ham won the last 3, yeah.
West Ham have lost against Villa in the last 5 Premier League games at Villa Park.
At Villa Park, that's what I'm saying.
And that's two draws and 3 wins.
Yeah. So it could be another draw, make it 3-3. Football clubs love doing this, like evening out stuff. I still think West Ham have got. You know what? I watched Villa as well, and Villa are actually quite good, but again, they're a shaky team.
I'm gonna go 1-1. I'm not gonna think too much about it.
I'm gonna go 2-1 Villa. Just because they've lost all the last 5 in at home, you've got to give your fans something to shout.
This probably is the best Villa team that has played against in these last 5 games as well.
And West Ham, no Deckers. All these 5 last games had Declan Rice, mate. Remember that? Yeah. Declan Rice, the hero.
Oh, not 5, but 4 of them at least. Yeah.
Oh, 4 of them. One, not the most recent one, isn't it?
No, the one was in like 2015. I think.
Oh yeah, not after. He would have been way too young.
Yeah, I'm not going to think too much about it. I think they're 2 good teams. In good form, and might just kind of slow each other's progress by taking points off each other. I think it's that type of game, unfortunately. But I still think it will be a good game to watch overall. But yeah, 1-1.
Yeah, 2-1 Villa.
Doesn't seem to happen too often, a 1-1, but
2-1 Villa.
Draws do, innit?
Draws do.
Yeah, okay.
Draws definitely do. Last game of the week, mate. Last one. Spurs versus the mighty Fulham.
London derby.
At the Lane.
At the Lane.
At the New Lane, my
New Lane.
longest bar in Europe.
Is
that what it's called? The Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It's not the Lane. How can they not call it the Lane? They should have even just taken away White Hart Lane and just called it the Lane. That would have been way better. These lot have no creativity.
Yeah, I think it's
the Lane.
Probably something to do with the NFL stuff.
Even the clubs though.
I don't know.
Even all the football clubs are like, where are you playing this weekend? We're playing
but
Spurs
it's like why?
That's brilliant.
But then why is it? Yeah, they didn't. Your one, at least you got some money for calling it the Emirates. As in, you went from Highbury. Everyone was like, well, you could just keep it Highbury. I guess it's right next door.
It is next door.
But you got the money from
Emirates.
You know what I'm saying? But Tottenham, they're not getting that, are they? If you're calling it the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, it's just your club.
I think Daniel Levy's probably hedging his bets, like you're saying, for the NFL, on it. So like, the more
it's cleaner, innit? I don't know.
It is, but the more you imagine, the more games of NFL that are played. And all the American lot go back and say, where do you lot play? Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Then it's like a marketing thing, isn't it? So it probably cost them less. Well, they made less off it selling the rights. If they made nothing. But what they're going to get out of word of mouth is probably going to make them more.
That is true.
So
it's at that Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
And have you seen?
The bar is huge, bro.
Bro, have you seen how expensive the NFL games are? Like to sit in their club level and stuff like this, bro. You would not believe it, bro. It's expensive. Way more expensive.
Super Bowl. There was a crazy price for like a Super Bowl ticket. I can't remember exactly the number, but crazy numbers.
I wonder how it works with like if your club is like in the NFL. What happens with the TV rights? Do you not make any money off the TV people that are on? Do you get what I mean? Like Tottenham. You see how Sky Sports and BT, they pay the clubs to get the cameras in the stadiums and then play the game in it on people's screens at home.
Yeah.
With the NFL, how does it work? Like, do they get paid by NBC and all these things?
It's the same thing. It's the different broadcasters. It's exactly the same thing. Same process. Probably, but way more money.
Way more money.
Way more adverts.
Way more people.
Way more hours.
Way more hours. Yeah, no,
4 hours to fit adverts in and stuff for a 40-minute game. Fucking hell.
That's true. To be fair, yeah, North London's top of the league.
True.
Just remember that.
Yeah.
When was the last time we could say Liverpool top of the league? Liverpool and Everton. Can't say that.
When's the last time you could say that Arsenal have won the league?
Oh, before you... No, it wasn't before you were born.
Before.
When you were in nappies.
Touching 20 years now. Not nappies, fuck off.
You've been in nappies for years. You're in nappies now. What are you talking about?
Actually, have
We're in diapers. No, we haven't won it for a long time. But just remember that.
So
North
coming up
London's
to 20 years.
This is 20.
That don't mean nothing. Neither of you fucking... Tottenham ain't won it since...
Tottenham ain't won it.
Cavemen were about, innit?
Tottenham ain't won the Premier League, innit? They won that one. But for us to be top of the league, yeah, there's small place. Not South London, not West London, not East London, North London, yeah?
North London.
And we've got the song as well. They haven't even got a song. Alright, Ginge, last game, Tottenham versus Fulham. What is your prediction?
At the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Delane.
2-1 Tottenham.
You think Fulham are going to score, yeah?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. London derby, they might have a bit of something, you know. Tottenham kind of sometimes make things a bit hard for themselves.
They definitely do.
They like to put themselves in situations they have to dig themselves out of. But I've been very impressed with Tottenham. The way they've been playing, the consistency, the ability to get through difficult situations like against Luton. I think even with Harry Kane last year, with the team, with Harry Kane in it obviously, with that team, I don't think they'll get away with Luton with a win. I think they probably do concede. But because the team as a whole is just a lot better. It's not just about Kane. But you've taken out one of the world's best strikers, but you've also added some good midfielders in there. You've improved the rest of the team as well, it seems. I like Udogie, even though he gets a yellow card every time he plays. But he's still good.
That's what Spurs fullbacks do.
Yeah.
That's what they've been doing.
Still good. Van der Ven looks pretty good. That Mickey, the centre back.
Van der Berg.
No, Van der Ven is his name.
Van der Ven.
Van der Berg's our player.
Van der Berg's your player. Oh, yeah, he's actually good at the back. He's quite composed as well.
And he's quite quick, surprisingly. I don't know where that happened.
Yeah, he caught up someone, didn't he? Who did he catch when we were watching the game? Maybe it was someone else. But no, yeah, he is quick to be fair.
Their team as a whole is much better. Defence was a serious problem, I felt like, for Spurs, and that has improved drastically. The keeper, Lloris, was looking a bit shaky.
Yes.
He's been looking wine drunk a lot of the time.
Very shaky.
And this new fella seems decent.
Very shaky.
I'm confident in Spurs beating teams they should beat.
Yeah, I'm going big result. Just because now Spurs have won me over. I'm going like 4-0 Spurs.
4-0. Not even a goal.
Not even a goal, mate.
Fair enough.
They are assured at the back. They are. I'm telling you right now. I don't see them conceding. I do not see them conceding. And from last year, that is a massive difference.
Yeah. And that Fulham, man, again, Fulham's goals.
Oh, dead, man.
Not really sure where it comes from.
Nah, it's not
too much.
It's not really.
And -5 goal difference in 8 games.
One of the worst in the Prem.
Yeah. So yeah.
Only to be beaten on that stat by like 4 other teams.
I do expect Tottenham to make it a convincing performance.
Same.
But sometimes the score doesn't always back that up in it. That's why I've gone 2-1.
I've gone 4-0.
I could easily see what you're saying about them.
That's what I'm saying. I've gone 4-0 because I think they're going to see this fixture as what I'm trying to see as the Chelsea fixture. Because they're rubbish. Now. It's goals, isn't it? We need to get goals.
Goal difference on the board.
Does it? Listen, if Chelsea was second, joint top, and we were 11th, and we were playing as bad as we was,
yeah,
I would feel no hard feeling against the Chelsea fan who has a podcast and he's saying that we're going to smash Arsenal 4-0 because I've only gone off recent form and they're horrible.
Yeah.
So I think Tottenham should see this as a game to get goal difference.
I agree.
And they've got the quality to do it now.
I somehow think they'll make it tighter than it needs to be. But I'm confident that they will get through the game. And if they win this game, win the next, after 10 games, they'll remain top, depending on goal difference. But yeah, they'll be 1 and 2 with yourselves if you do the same thing.
It'll be 1 and 2, mate. It'll be tight. I think this season's going to be a lot tighter than last season.
Definitely. I hope so as well, man.
Just based off these first 8 games.
Yeah, I feel like some teams might take off points from City and other teams actually, a bit more.
Yeah,
last year was just
Tottenham.
used to really, they were just killing everyone.
For a long
start
time.
to the season
For a
was
long
a joke.
time. Yeah.
That start up to Christmas was unreal.
We bottled it.
It happens, man. City are never down and out. People always, you kind of just get a bit complacent sometimes. And also, when you play City in that
It's
time,
long. They break it up.
they do,
It's
man.
long.
They just put your
Slap you,
confidence
bro.
in the
Slap
dirt, bro. I'm telling you. When they're in that little gap, yes.
Yeah, they did this. What did they do to us last year? 4-1 at Etihad or something. 3-1 at
And
Etihad.
then Emirates as well, the same thing.
Oh yeah, I was there for that. It was stressful. I didn't even want to speak about that. Just
Right.
the Etihad one.
Yeah.
I didn't go to the Etihad one. That's why.
I think it was the Emirates one, which was the.
Oh,
but was it
mate.
Emirates where you played? Like.
That one was stressful because Rodri should have got sent off, and then Rodri scored. No, was that year or the year before?
Oh, Rodri. No, that was.
Because that was only 2-1, innit? When he done that to us. I think that was 2 years
also,
ago.
maybe. Hold on, let me just.
Last year I was there when Haaland. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Jack
Haaland.
Grealish and Haaland.
Yeah.
Just clinical.
That was
bro.
the one at Emirates.
Oh, that was stressful, man. All they needed was a
Grealish don't even
sniff.
score goals, man.
No, what a goal though, man. Is that when Gundogan passed it to him?
Just came across, I think. Someone should have cut it out.
Yeah, he should have cut it out. Benny White, innit, was probably there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that concludes our.
That's the roundup
predictions.
for game week 9, the Premier League. I think we've gone with some pretty straightforward results in there. Again, some surprise ones.
Couple.
Namely Brighton City.
For me, anyway, yeah.
Other than that, yeah, I just want to see good football this weekend again.
Yeah, we're back.
Glad that the Premier League's back.
Back.
Quite a few games are being played on a Saturday, 8 out of the 10.
Brilliant. It's brilliant.
So plenty of football to watch on the weekend. Starting 12:30, Liverpool against Everton.
Lose your acca straight away.
Lose your acca if you
Back
can.
Liverpool.
Yeah.
Lose your acca.
Lose your acca. Do both teams to score.
Yeah,
More
0-0.
likely than anything. 0-0, yeah, probably will happen as well. And then big game, 5:30. Well, you got the 3 o'clock kickoffs in between, of course. But no one illegal streams, So we just watch Sky Sports News and BBC Sport or whatever else.
What's it called?
And then-
Score Centre?
That's it, yeah. Score or
Score of something,
yeah,
BT Score.
Yeah, something like that. And then Chelsea Arsenal 5:30. Another good game that will be on telly.
And Sky Sports, mate.
Sky Sports. So I'm guessing Liverpool Everton's on BT.
12:30 normally BT by TNT.
TNT,
Gotta get it
sorry,
branded right.
TNT. Arsenal on Sky, and then 8 o'clock to sum off the day of football, Sheffield United, Manchester United.
Yes. Although actually, to be fair, saying that it is BT because the same way Emirates is still Highbury. No one's paying me to not say TNT.
Yeah,
innit?
true.
I'm saying BT Sports.
Yeah.
Because that's what
Everyone
we know
still knows
as
what
it.
it's all
Yeah,
about.
BT Sports.
The channel and number ain't changed.
Yeah,
and
nah, it's
everything's
not
there,
changed.
so.
The channel number change might be a bit different.
Yeah. But yeah, that is everything for this week.
That's it.
Thank you very much for watching again. I hope everyone's staying safe and well. Wish you all the best. Until next time.
See ya.
Thank you so much for joining us today. It's been a pleasure hosting you. Have a great rest of your day and see you all again soon.